Welcome back to News 3 Today. Books are disappearing from classrooms and libraries across the country at an accelerated rate. According to the American Library Association, after reaching a record high in the 2021-22 school year, book bans increased another 33% last year. This despite opposition from roughly 2/3 of Americans. Next month, a local branch of the Association for the Study of African American Life and History, in partnership with the Learning Center of Senior Citizens, Inc. of Savannah, will present Who's Reading Banned Books and Why. Wanda Lloyd, author of Coming Full Circle, From Jim Crow to Journalism, and co-editor of Meeting at the Table, African American Women Write on Race, Culture, and Community, joins us along with Roger Smith, director of the Learning Center of SCI. Thank you so much for being here. Those two books seem like they should be banned books, in this day and age.
They may be someday, I hope not.
First of all, let's talk about this initiative, how it started and why.
Well, I brought the idea to Roger. We are partners, the Learning Center and ASALH, the Association of African American Life and History. We've done several projects together over the last 2 years. So I brought the idea because in our national conference in Jacksonville for ASALH, there was a banned book reading in a park. And it was so impactful and so effective that I thought, why don't we do something on a smaller scale here in Savannah?
Okay, and Roger, the Learning Center for Senior Citizens, Inc., why did you decide to get involved with this project?
Well, there are all kinds of reasons to get involved in a project like this. I'm an educator from way back, an English teacher, so a literary program I don't need a whole lot of persuasion to get on board with. And then it seemed to me like the timeliness of this issue is we want to be current and relevant, and this is a great way to do that.
And that leads me to my next question. I was going to ask you, why at this point is this so important in this day and age?
Well, it's important because from the perspective, my perspective and the perspective of ASALH, there seems to be an erasure of Black history. Organizations, people, government, whatever you want to call them, are doing things, changing laws, changing policies, changing curricula in schools. Libraries are taking books off the shelf. And we wanted to be sure that people understand that this is an important and historic, not historic because banned books have been around for a long time, but it really will affect our children, our culture, our access to reading materials, and we want to bring attention to this.
And it's not just Black people, it's also marginalized people like the LGBTQ community as well.
For sure, and that's one of the reasons that I chose. I'm going to be one of the readers on the 6th of February. Wanda brought, I wasn't really sure I qualified as a community leader alongside Judge Stokes and Mayor Johnson and so on, but Mayor Otis Johnson, I should clarify. But I was grateful to be on the list, and I will be reading from James Baldwin's book, Giovanni's Room, which has the double use of being by an African-American writer and definitely a queer subject matter.
Let's talk about some of the other readers. You touched on a few of them. You have some names and you have some books that they will be reading from.
Yeah, Wanda and I have been collecting, of course we got the readers to commit many weeks, months ago, and we've been gathering their book selections.
And it's their choice.
It's their choice.
Right.
Okay.
The only thing that we did to preempt their choice is we didn't want the same book.
Okay.
So if somebody chose one thing that somebody else had already chosen, then we asked them to change over. So Wanda and I were noticing earlier today that Mayor Otis Johnson has chosen what I believe to be the earliest book, meaning the earliest publication date. So he's going to be reading from The Souls of Black Folk by W.E.B. Du Bois. And I believe that our friend Lillian Grant Baptiste has the most current,
wonderful storyteller,
book.
yes.
She's a fantastic storyteller. I can't wait to hear what she has to say, but she's going to be reading from Ibram Kendi's book, Stamped.
Okay, now we are wrapping up right now, but here's the information on how folks can be a part of this event. Who's Reading Banned Books and Why will take place Tuesday, February 6th from 6 until 7 p.m. at the Senior Citizens, Inc. building. That's at 3025 Bull Street. It is free and open to all.
Please come.
Please come.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Kim.
Stay with us. We'll be